There we are. All right. So we're not live, but we are here again. You saw us maybe a month ago, Dawn and I, and you do see a special someone. I think it says Jennifer Rickard, but we are going to introduce ourselves. So, Clivia, the servant leader and CEO of Chosen 31 Essentials. And we are just excited to serve and impact women through storytelling by way of dance, publication, and media. And who are you?
Oh, hey. I'm Dawn Carolyn. I'm the founder of Della Dawn Life Coaching, where we support and uplift and empower caregivers as well as single moms, one conversation at a time.
And we have a special guest. So
Yes.
why do we have this young lady here? So I'm going to pop this back up. This here is our very first WIN event here in Central Florida. It's our business mixer, Chosen2WIN business mixer. And I'm the Florida chapter leader, and Dawn is an ambassador. And planning this event, we know we cannot do life alone. And we're so happy that the WIN have opportunities for others to be part of our events and different things. And here we have Miss Jennifer. So she's our first event sponsor, and she's the only one, so no one else got this shine. So we appreciate you here with us. So let the people know who you are, what you do, and why sponsor us.
Awesome. So I'm a regional leader at Primerica, and I love your guys' mission. I've known Dawn for a really long time, and when she said, "Hey, do you want to come?" and then I read about what you guys do and how you inspire and encourage and lift women up, I just knew that, I had to be there. So basically, what I do is I help educate people on finances and financial literacy, and that is like my mission. I am a mortgage loan officer, and I do other things with my husband. He's a real estate broker, but our main mission and my main mission is to help educate people on money and how it works and how using the money the right way can empower them and help them have, healthy financial wellness. So that's what I do.
That's awesome. We said
At
that
the same time. Because here's the thing, and just like Jennifer said, we've known each other for a really long time. And if when you get the opportunity to be around and be in the same room with this woman, she's contagious in such an amazing way. She has a great energy. She loves God. She loves her family. She's an incredible human being. And that's why I'm grinning so hard, because it's been a minute since I've seen her in person. I can't wait to hug her, because we're huggers. But it's just wonderful to see her walk in her purpose too. And she's glowing and growing. Her and her amazing husband, who is an energy ball, and he's incredible. So yeah, that's why we both said that was great, because it is.
And I mean, again, this is what we need. We need community. Dawn and I was actually talking a little earlier of even the men, right? So it's women into networking and the men that support them. Men need community too. And we know that men, sometimes they lose themselves, and sometimes they want to do things for the other person, or the other person want to do things for them. But what about your purpose? What about walking in your purpose? So, and then you ask the question, would there be men there? We hope the men would want to come out and shine, even though, again, maybe they feel a woman into networking. What about us, right? And yeah, we plan to do a Chosen, and I do have my brand of Chosen going to plan a big conference. I call it big, a big conference for the men next year.
Yeah.
So that they can come together, they can pour into each other, they can empower each other. But as of right now, we're shining light on us, right?
Yeah.
The women that, need to network. And again, you talked about finances, and it's a struggle. Life is hard. We know the economy isn't friendly right now, and we have to do things that would really make us win, right? And being financially free and having that financial literacy here in Central Florida, part of the WIN community, is going to be vital. It's going to be a game changer for sure. So we really appreciate you even, being here, chilling, hanging out with us. We're going to share this video in the community. And again, we're just so happy that you're with us.
I have been in the corporate world for a really long time, the first part of my life. So I know I'm a older than probably you two beautiful young ladies, but uh,
Me.
that makes us I feel like that gives me wisdom, right? So a lot of what I know about the world and about finances helps me understand things that maybe others don't know, and that is what makes my mission so important to me. Is that I want those young mothers that are doing everything that they can to hold it together to know that there are other ways, there are things that they should be paying attention to that will help them, that if I knew then what I know now, I could
Mhm.
be leaps and bounds ahead of where I am now, if that makes sense.
It makes a
Yeah.
Right.
lot of sense.
Right.
That's important.
And so that's just what I really want to impart, is that little bit of wisdom that I have to people that I feel like could benefit from it, especially in these uncertain times. Um,
Right.
if they know some of these little concepts, they'll be leaps and bounds ahead of other people, other situations, because it's all about putting their generation ahead of where they came from. You want your children to be better off than you are, and then that's what it is. That's what the purpose is. And
Yeah.
by us supporting each other and coming together in a community of women that want to help do that with each other, I think it's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. This is
It really
awesome.
is. And I mean, again, even talking to, I mean, the way me and Dawn met, it was through work. And we haven't fully jumped into being coworkers, but we're business
Yeah.
besties, right?
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
one of the things that I tell people, whether I'm networking, and this is on behalf of the company that I work with, I tell them it's more than receiving a paycheck, but how do you manage a paycheck? How do you budget? How do you afford a family? How can I buy that home? Right. And then
Mhm.
again, we were talking a little earlier about, okay, to buy a home, you have to have good credit, you have to have a down, you have to have all these things, but how can I do that? So
Mhm.
we, again, I'm really happy to even have this conversation with you today, because maybe then you can come and speak
The
to
company.
our company and
Yeah.
our employers, our employees that need financial literacy, because it wasn't something we learned in school. So, and
Yeah.
again, even me working with youths, sometimes I have a miniature, I call them chosenpreneurs, right?
Mhm.
Young entrepreneurs trying to figure out, okay, do I want to do art? Do I want to do, do I want to write books? Now you're talking about, okay, if you want to do these things as a young person, how are you going to, sell, and
Mhm.
do you know how to count the money? And
Right.
that's why
Mhm.
reading is important. So sometimes I have reading events with these youths because it's so vital. So I'm,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just really happy
Yeah.
for where this journey is going to take
Yeah.
us, and yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah. So on our team, we have investment specialists, we have mortgage loan officers, we have people that specialize in debt elimination. So we're able to help, with the whole picture. And a lot of us, because you have to have, side hustles nowadays. Like that's a normal word that we hear. When I was growing
Yeah.
up, I had no idea what a side hustle was, right? Now we have, 2, 3, different ways to make money going on so that we can survive. But that means that you are self-employed in 1 or 2 areas, or maybe you are self-employed completely. And when you're self-employed, you got to know what your options are for retirement, or for, you
Right.
know, what if one of your side hustles don't produce anything? Then what happens? Are you going to have money saved for those lean times? And so that's kind of like something that we kind of go over. We look at the person, the individual's whole picture to customize a plan just for them. So that's one of the aspects that we look at. We don't like cookie cutter it and say, oh, okay, well, she's a 35 married individual with 2 kids, this is where she goes. We say, okay, so Dawn, what is your goal? What is your purpose? What are your
Hmm.
plans? And we get to know her, and then we find out what her needs are, and because it's going to be different than somebody else's, and then we customize that based on what she's wanting to do.
That's so
That's
good.
awesome.
We help them that way. So that's one of the ways we do it. And we always do a financial needs analysis with every single person, and that's complimentary. That's just something that
That's
we must do.
Yeah,
So that
that's
we
really
know our
good.
clients.
that is awesome.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna bring up before Dawn continue. We have another ambassador, and the founder of Women into Networking. She said Florida is doing their thing. She said we've been one of the fastest growing chapters, and I'm like,
Yay!
so I'm really
Congratulations.
grateful we have. Thank you. Not one, not this one ambassador, this lovely ambassador, but we also have two. So I'm gonna bring up Kim. Kim is our newest ambassador. And hi, Kim.
Hi,
I know you're on the
Kim.
go, but so happy you were able to tune in. Let me see if we can hear you.
Oh, she's on mute. You're on
I
mute.
had my mic on
There
mute.
you-
Hey, good
Oh,
morning,
okay.
everybody.
Good
Good
morning. How are
morning.
you?
I am so
We
sorry I'm tardy. When you're an entrepreneur, things just come up. So I'm glad that I can be able to join.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
awesome.
such a pleasure. So
I
this
was
is
listening.
Dawn.
I
I know
love
you
it.
guys haven't
Hey,
officially
Miss
met.
Dawn.
And then Jennifer is our sponsor for the business mixer. So we were just thanking her. She's well, you're gonna, I guess, listen to it on replay, but
Yes.
all things finances, and even thinking about, and you'll introduce yourself, Kim. Kim is an entrepreneur, but also having a nonprofit where she celebrates women. And you mentioned, Jennifer, even for those single mothers like myself, not being able to afford certain things, but would need these things. And let's just say one day I don't have a job. What does my retirement look like? So I'm really, again,
It's exciting.
so grateful
Yeah.
that we're able to just connect. Kim, introduce yourself, and we're going to talk a little more. We're going to end soon because we do have to hop on Clubhouse. But yeah, just introduce yourself and what you're all about, and all the things.
So again, my name is Kim Hill. I am the founder of TaylorMade Creations. That is a party rental company, as well as TK Customs is a custom print shop. Also, I have a nonprofit that is I Am TaylorMade. It caters to kids with incarcerated parents. I have been doing the nonprofit for about 9 years. I mean, both almost the same. So I stepped into everything almost at the same time when God gave me that, like, where are you supposed to be in life? What are you doing? Because I've always been that person that likes to pour into people, likes to give, but then I just put all of that into like a business and a nonprofit to give back to others. So all of my businesses and my nonprofit, it kind of coincides with each other, because if I'm doing something on my party side and my custom side, I still am able to give people uniqueness, give them, put a little sparkle on whatever it is that they're doing. And then on my nonprofit side, I'm still giving back to families that are in need. So all of it kind of ties in. That's why I stayed with my names as TaylorMade Creation, a creation by God in your own uniqueness.
That's
Love it.
Yeah,
awesome.
that's a blessing.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
that is awesome. We have a strong team here, ladies.
We sure do. Oh, I love
Yeah.
this.
And
love
I know we'll definitely, again, continue to win. We did get an invite, Kim, on June 10th, an event in Lake Mary. So if you're available, maybe we can all hang out with Jennifer. She did invite us to another community. And I'm so sorry for the background music. I have some puppies. Don't ask me why. But definitely,
Yeah, he's
we're just
quiet,
excited.
man. He's right there, but he quiet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're brand new, so we're getting acquainted. We're getting acquainted. But we wanted to just hop on, and we're going to share this with the Win community. Again, I don't even know if this is something that they do, but we thought it was fit.
We did.
We thought it was fit to
Yeah.
highlight, each
Yes.
other, highlight each one of us, and of course the sponsor, because to say it this way, without you, the event would not be possible,
That's
right?
right.
And without us, the event would not be possible. And I know we all came in at different times, but we're here to win together,
Yes.
and I think we'll complement each other.
Yeah.
Kim, I interviewed you the other day. Actually, your episode premiered on Monday the 2nd, and talking about grief and business growth. And Dawn just launched her very first book on June 1st. giving forward, right?
Awesome.
A journey.
Oh,
Yeah. Daughter-in-law's journey by grace.
Yeah. And
oh
you know,
wow.
it's a beautiful thing whether it's grief, whether it's forgiveness, whether it's loss, divorce, all these things. But look at us now, right? We don't look
Yes.
like what we've been, you know. So I'm just really, really excited. And yeah, any last words for the audience? And again, this is let me put it back up. Our Chosen to Win very first. I didn't put just business mixer, our first business mixer, because it's going to be an annual event. It's going to get bigger and better and really just bring in women and men together to really support and grow. And it's going to be at the Audubon Room in Orlando, Saturday, June 7th, 2025, from 11 to 1. We're not going to keep everybody long. We know it's a Saturday. People still got things to do, but we're excited for what we have. We have some fun games.
Yeah.
And again, we know who's going to show up because they purchased tickets, but you never know who's going to show up, right? And whoever shows up, they're the ones that's meant to be there. They're the ones that's going to hear what we have to say. And yeah, I'm just super excited. So any words of encouragement, ladies, for those who are going to hear this video?
I hope the more people that come, the greater, but you're right. The ones that show up are the ones that are meant to be there. And I can't wait to see you guys in person and get to know everybody that does show up. Can't wait.
Thank you, Jennifer. Kim, you want to say anything before we hop off?
No, always, it's always going to be, be great in everything that you do. When you start your day off, even if it's not going perfect, if you hear us and you see us, let this be your opportunity to jump right on in on the bandwagon and do whatever it is that you need to do to be who you need to be.
That's right.
Awesome.
Come on now.
Awesome.
I'm loving y'all.
You see us,
Dorothy,
if you see us out in the community, stop by, make sure you say hi to us too. Because
Yes, that's right.
exactly.
That's right. I love this.
Yeah, and they will see us. I do want to just plug this in. Yesterday, June 2nd, according to when this is watched, on June 2nd, I did start a 12-week journey of healing. It's Chosen 31 Circle. So every Monday there would be an audio dropped into those who registered, affirmations, prayer, devotional, and it's really to tap into your purpose, to gain back that confidence that you once had, or those dreams that you buried, right? And we were talking, like so many people, so many dreams are at the cemetery, right? But now it's time for us to walk on purpose, in purpose, and I'm just excited. So save the date, August 23rd. We're going to have a workshop that would celebrate those who participated. Kim, you're the event coordinator, so it's going to be virtual, but I'm thinking to do a dual type of event where some of us would be in person, but then we'll also have a virtual for those that are in other states. So definitely excited for what's to come. We have the financial guru, we have the life coach in the house, we have tailor-made events and nonprofit and all the things. And again, there's others that did sign up as membership, but we're the ones leading them. So just continue, like you just said, Kim, being great, being awesome, and remember that we are chosen for such a time as this. All right, ladies. So thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on June 7th.
Yay,
bye.
Bye. Take care.